All right. Welcome to another episode of Frozen Oil. Once again, it's Rich. Wayne is in the house.
How you doing, everyone?
Wayner,
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of people might be clicking on this video because of the thumbnail. And to answer that question of Swiss cheese, question mark, I don't know. I just don't know if that's what it is, because I don't think you can get to this point, and we're talking about our goaltending here in Edmonton. I don't think you can get to this point to be an NHL goalie and, comfortably just passively say to yourself, I'm just going to allow, 3 straight goals in the third period on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they're all power play goals, but for me, and I've been saying this for the longest time, Wayner, it's not, when he gets back-to-back shutouts, great, but there's no middle ground. There's no consistency with our goaltending. It's either we get absolute lights-out goaltending with Stuart Skinner, or we get, like yesterday's game, .815 save percentage. You're not going to win in the playoffs with that kind of a save percentage.
No. Well, we've been getting consistency with Pickard, but as far as with Skinner, no, there's absolutely no consistency. Now, did he play bad last night? I mean, see, that's the thing with him, is that he just plays good enough where you can't say he's terrible and there's no way he should start ever again. But it just doesn't give you that save at the right time when you need to, when he needs to bail out the team. Because let's face it, 3 straight power plays, all stick infractions, dumb penalties to take, especially in the playoffs. I mean, they're dumb penalties in the regular season, let alone the playoffs, right? When in a game where you have full control, on visitor ice, like that's you just can't do that. And Draisaitl called out his teammates with his comments after the game, saying they were immature penalties and we can't be doing that, and I don't think they will. I think they'll learn from that. But when we needed a save to bail out those dumb penalties, we're not expecting Skinner to do that. We've seen him. We know who he is. We know what he is. It is what it is with him. He's not going to make those saves to bail us out. He's not. So we have to play an almost perfect game for him to really look good. However, having said that, he's going to get the start for game 2, and I do think we'll play better defensively in front of him, and I don't think we're going to take those stupid penalties again. So that's the bright side. We'll see though, but really like to come back home with a split.
Well, I just don't want our awesome subscribers to think, or anyone else watching this video to think that, again, that we're rooting against him. We obviously need him to play well to move forward in these playoffs. But this isn't just us that are focusing on this. I'm going to play a quick clip here, Wayner, and watch what the first thing that's brought up here by PK Subban is after after a few questions. He went over the game. Obviously, the infractions were the biggest issue. Yes, yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, let me just play the damn clip.
Sure.
You still feel that the Oilers will win this series? If so, why?
Well, if they're going to win, they're going to need goaltending. And Skinner, I'm not going to point the finger at him tonight, but you're up 3-1. He's got to find a way to make a big save. And you could just see it. It was play after play after play. And this is what we've seen with Edmonton, is that when they unravel defensively, they unravel defensively. And I'm not saying that's the team that they are this year, but they're going to have to find a way that when they get down by a goal or another team gets momentum, Skinner, Pickard, they got to find a way to make that one big save to stop that momentum. And, 5 goals in the third period or whatever it was, 5 or 6 goals, too much. I mean, that can't feel good, whether it's on the road or at home. So for Edmonton, both teams, for me, got things to clean up after this game defensively. But Edmonton is still very much in this series and can still very much win it.
So I'm just going to pause it there, Wayner, because...
And we will win it. we will win it. Based on the first 2 periods, I don't have any doubt we're going to win this series. But the only way we lose it is if we beat ourselves by playing like that garbage in the 3rd period. And I don't think we'll do that. It's uncharacteristic. We let our foot off the gas. We lost our focus. That's not how we've been playing throughout the beginning of the playoffs up until that point. Took a week off. We're up 3-1 comfortably at home, playing well, outplaying them. And then the 3rd period comes and we take stupid penalties. That's and we don't have the goalie to bail us out. So that's all that happened. So Dallas can feel good about that win. They can, they came back and won it. They didn't deserve it. We beat ourselves. They didn't beat us. And I think we'll get the split, and we'll see what happens when we come home. But I'm not too worried about it. But if we do that again, we didn't learn our lesson, then I think we might be in trouble. But
I personally, I agree with you. I feel we shot ourselves in the foot. I feel we handed a freebie to Dallas. And for the majority of the game, like the first 40, we were in complete control. When it was 3-2, Connor Brown had a wide open chance there in front of the net. He just missed. Hyman hit another crossbar. I don't know how many more crossbars this guy's going to hit before he can get a lucky bounce. Obviously, McDavid in the first period slipped away there and almost got it right through the armpit. 9 out of 10 times McDavid scoring that goal. Ottinger came up with a big save. Also, McDavid's wraparound in the first period, Ottinger comes up with a big save. Ottinger's playing great.
Yeah.
And we had a 3-1 lead, like you said, going into the 3rd period. We had to kill 58 seconds off from that Kulak penalty that was basically split in half over the second intermission going into the 3rd. And it's just they just stopped. Everything stopped. But for me, the biggest deflator was that go-ahead goal where Stuart Skinner just stopped playing. There was no whistle. I had to rewatch it a few times. I didn't want to even go on and talk about it till I saw specifically what happened. And in the end, he just stopped playing.
There's just no forever to get to the rebound.
There's no magic serum here to kind of, figure out some other way to come up with a different analysis here. This guy stopped playing. There was no whistle. The play continued on. Duchesne's original shot hit Rupe Hintz in the back. The rebound went back to him, and Stetcher was tripped. He couldn't get to the original shot. It hit Rupe Hintz in the back, bounced right back to him. So all that had happened, and he still hasn't moved over yet. He just stopped, and he's looking around. And that's the inconsistency I'm talking about. That would not be a goal. Any other goalie's in net, that's not going in. It's a tie game, and then anything can happen. Maybe those infractions, one of them doesn't happen. To put the full blame on Stuart Skinner, no. But it's the inconsistency between the Stuart Skinner that we got for those final 2 Vegas games and the Stuart Skinner that we got in those first 2 LA games. It's not the same goalie. And that's not something you can, you need to be able to rely, number one, first and foremost, on your goalie. And we just can't do that with Stuart Skinner, unfortunately. So I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm so upset from that game. I feel exactly the same as you do, Wayne. We just handed one away to the Dallas Stars there, a freebie. So I do want to just quickly, just in case, I just want to quickly go over a certain category here in the statistics. Shots, 28-27 Dallas. Face-off, 62-37 Dallas. It's not like the Oilers to fall that far behind in the face-off, so that wasn't good. But the Dallas Stars, 3 for 4 on the power play. Oilers, 1 for 3. If this doesn't improve, Wayne,
we're in trouble.
We're in trouble. We're in big trouble.
Yeah.
But another one of the silver linings was the Oilers end up with 43 hits. I know a lot of them were just rub-outs, but at the end of the day, if they keep this up and increase kind of the style of the hit where they're more impactful, that was the biggest thing. I don't think the Stars can match the Oilers when it comes to the physicality presence. So, you know, it's just one of those things again where it's just like, okay, that's what happened. We got to put it behind us. We got to move on.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the mindset before we got even into this video, Wayner.
Yeah.
Was like, right, like, what do we talk about? It was just an utter collapse. And
Yeah.
we both know it. We both saw it. Shouldn't have happened. It did. Thankfully, it wasn't like a game 3, 4, or 5 where this happens, where it can really swing a series. If they're going to have a collapse like this, Wayne,
Yeah.
you know, I guess one of the silver linings is it happened in this game, and hopefully it opens up their eyes to play a complete 60.
And it will. And on top of that, to me, what makes me feel confident going into game 2 and moving forward throughout the series is that we outplayed them. It's not like they outplayed us and we collapsed. We outplayed them, and we basically beat ourselves. So we control what happens. And if we just don't take stupid penalties, take the ones that you need to take. Absolutely, we'll kill those off. But it seems like when you take a stupid penalty, those are the ones that are harder to kill, right?
Yeah.
So, and we don't have the goal, at least with Skinner, we don't have the goaltending right now that's going to bail us out with the, you know, spectacular save or steal a game for us. So I think they will clean it up knowing that, and we'll be okay moving forward. Now, if we decide to keep taking stupid penalties, then yeah, we're going to have no shot, because Dallas's power play is rolling, unlike last year when they didn't score a power play goal against us all series. But
yeah,
it's a different story this year. They've added Rantanen. They got a different power play. We saw how lethal it is. Hopefully that wakes the boys up and says, hey, like, we can't take penalties against this team, because if we do, there's a good chance it's going in the back of our net. So
well, we typically at this juncture, we would typically head over to X, and I'll just give a little tab of a little taste, sorry, of what we would be doing. But I mean, all this is going to be just negative comments about Stuart Skinner, like this one from Klima's Lid. Stu Skinner is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and he has a Forrest Gump gif there. You know, Oil Freak says, who is the most important penalty killer on the ice? That's right, the goaltender. Not one save in 3 straight power plays. That doesn't give the boys a chance. I'm just gonna scrap this whole favorite part of the episode, because I think we're at the point right now where I'm so terrified of going into game 2 that we need as much luck as possible, because I told you, Wayner, I'm not going to be satisfied here, neither are you, with the Oilers at least not getting one win before they come home and play. So it's time to...
What are we doing?
What are we doing is I'm going to do an good luck charm unboxing. Usually these are saved for separate videos, but we're going to do one here on the Game 1 Dallas recap.
Yeah, you're bringing it out. Hey.
All right, so I'm bringing this. This has been waiting for a while for the right moment to come out.
Let's do it, whatever it takes.
And we're just going to open this one here. Let's see here. Oh, see what we got here, Wayner.
I see a Nike logo.
Let's see if Richie can bring some extra luck here. All right. Now you might be asking why what's the Nike box for?
Where do you get that from?
I took the liberty of if we needed this moment to go. So obviously big game coming up on Friday. Tomorrow, Wayner, we'll be together watching it. And I thought I would. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it. We need it.
I thought I'd bring some extra luck, bring some more blue and orange to our watch parties. So here it is. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, what do we have there? Wow. What do we have there? Holy.
We got some Oiler colored Nike Dunks.
What the?
That will be on foot. I mean, I considered putting these in the background, but I gotta wear these.
Yeah, sure.
So this is gonna go great with the jersey, Wayner. And I know you're a size 10.5, correct?
How did you know that?
Because I know a lot of weird things, buddy, and I actually purchased the last pair of this shoe.
No way.
And yeah, they've been for sale for a while. I kept him and Han. Then I looked. This was right before the playoffs started, and I looked and I found my size, and it was the last pair. So this sucker matches perfectly with our home royal blue jersey. So that's gonna be coming
All right.
at you live on
Done.
foot
Done.
as an extra little good luck charm for our boys to win
Hey,
game
we'll
2,
take it.
because I'm not gonna wait anymore.
No, we need.
They
this
got to
win.
win this game, because Wayner, if they go down, God forbid it, but if they go down 2-0, and you know me in those afternoon games in the Oilers, like they scare me.
Yeah. Look,
So
look,
this
I
game
have
is
faith in
massive.
them at home,
So
but for them to have to win both those games, I don't want to have to face that. No, let's get
Yeah.
to it. Good time.
Yeah.
Timing for the unboxing.
hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we can bring some luck. We did try to do a live stream. It was 3 hours long for the last game. It was pretty fun doing that. Had no idea Sam was going to come in and about the 3-1 lead.
3-1 going into the third. I don't like to say it, but the 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. How many teams have come back this playoff when leading by 2?
Rod gave him a few shots in between after the game, after we realized what he said and we were rewatching it. But so we'll take care of that for sure. But at the end of the day,
Give him
big
a
game.
couple boots with the new shoes.
Yeah, man, big game tomorrow, and hopefully it's more of period 1 and period 2 rather than period 3.
It will be. You know what? You want to know why I'm so confident? It's because McDavid and Draisaitl, they're on a mission this year. They're all business. They look like nothing else matters. This is it. They don't care about anything else. They just want to win hockey games in the playoffs. They want to get to that promised land. And this is nothing right now. This is just a speed bump. Nothing's going to phase them. I don't think anything's going to stop these guys this year.
That was the look on their faces, Wayner,
Laser focused
at the end of the game.
Disgusted,
I mean,
disgusted, and watch them come out next game. And
yeah.
I
I mean, we
I'd
could
be
talk
surprised
for
if-
hours
I'd
about
be
this. We
surprised
could
if
talk
don't
for
win
hours
by
about
those
how
two
great
goals.
Draisaitl looked, how McDavid got stymied on some glorious
They were
opportunities.
flying. They were unbelievable to watch.
There was a lot of things. Bad luck with Wallman there on that first Dallas breakaway goal. So many things, but we want to keep it positive. We want to focus on game 2. We'll be both together cheering on the boys, and I hope that we're right about the feeling that we've had since the beginning of the playoffs.
Don't worry.
Winner, is that
Don't worry. Now if they shoot themselves on the foot and they beat themselves, then we'd be singing a different tune in Game 2's recap. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we got Game 2, and I think, like I said, I'd be surprised if we don't win by at least 2 goals.
great? Well, that's going to do it for the episode. Thanks, Wayner, for coming on and doing this, and thanks to everyone that took the time to watch this.
Thank you.
Going into game 2. Let's go, Oilers. Come on. Let's go, Oilers.
Absolutely. Keep your heads up, boys.
And most importantly,
Go Oilers, go.
go, Oilers, go.
Frozen or hockey, the channels you need. Oilers on the ice, unstoppable speed. Chasing the cup, we're gonna succeed. With David leading, we're built to exceed.
Frozen or hockey, frozen or hockey.